If you want to actually get results, predictable results, you want to actually take predictable actions. Welcome to Healthy Systems Podcast. I'm your host, Coach Mo. Today's topic is how you're wasting 70% of your workouts. And here's the fix most people ignore. A lot of this advice is from my personal life, but also after having coached hundreds and hundreds of clients in the last decade. So today, actually, I have a story to share. I'll literally preface this entire episode because this is where the idea for today came from. Today, I went to the gym early morning on a Saturday, and I forgot my workout training block notebook at home. So obviously we have our own app for the client. I've used my own app for many, many, many years. But lately I noticed I get distracted on my phone because I get so many messages and Instagram DMs and Slack from my team and all of that. So it ends up getting me distracted from my workouts. So now the solution I came up with is I have a notebook journal, right? Got it from Amazon. And I write down my workouts beforehand. Then when I go to the gym, I just look at my notebook and I kind of just like focus on that. So today I went to the gym and I forgot my notebook at home, right? And I remember sitting in the parking lot. I like literally was like, okay, I forgot my notebook at home. It's fine. I'm still at the gym. I don't have enough time to run back and forth. So I opened up my phone, went into the notes tab and I wrote down my workout based on my memory because having a workout structure written down before you walk into the gym is much more effective than getting into the gym and then winging it, right? So same gym, same time, same me, but today's workout felt really, really good, even though I left my plan at home, right? So I walked in with the plan I made myself in the parking lot. I walked in, I knew exactly what I was doing, no wandering, no guessing, right? And there's a lot of benefits to this. And I'm going to walk you guys through why having structure is very important when it comes to fitness. I'm telling you, when you walk into any commercial gym, there's a lot of people that look exactly the same week after week, month after month, year after year. Why is that? Well, the reason is they just don't have a plan. Genuinely, they don't have a plan. They just go to the gym, they do whatever they feel like doing, and then it's all randomness. So when you throw random shit at the wall, you get random results, right? So at the end of the day, I really wanted to emphasize this today. It's going to be a short episode, which is that if you want to actually get results, predictable results, you want to actually take predictable actions, right? So have a plan because there's a hidden cost of having no plan. So let me walk you through it, right? Here's what most people do. Like I said, they walk into the gym, they walk into the kitchen, they literally eat randomly. They're like, yeah, I'm eating healthy, but they don't know how much calories they're eating, how much protein they're eating, their macronutrients not even tracked for. They don't track anything, right? And then they go to the gym, they do random workouts, random exercises, and it gets them nowhere, right? Or they walk in and they're like, yeah, what should I do today, right? And then they kind of like see what machine is open and then just start doing 50 reps on that. It's very unstructured, right? And from that moment, when you walk in the gym and you're like, what should I do today? Your workout is pretty compromised. Like you're not going to have a great workout because you're just bouncing from machine to machine. You're doing a little cardio. Maybe you're doing some abs, maybe some arms, right? Or whatever feels right in the moment. And the entire time they're thinking what to do next. And the crazy thing about thinking is that thinking kills intensity. You're not going to be able to devote your brain power to actually having a great workout if you're thinking about what exercise to even do, right? So it slows you down, it drains your energy, and it leads to average results. So instead of a sharp, right, 45-minute session, what you get is 75 minutes, 60 minutes of mediocre effort, no progression, no direction, no results, and you're active, you're going to the gym, but you're not seeing results, which is even more demotivating. So I would argue that having no plan is more demotivating in the long run for you and actually hurts you in the long run by a lot, right? And the thing with freedom, for example, and this is something I've, had a lot of not arguments, I would say disagreements with other fitness coaches who are like, yeah, intuitive eating, just eat what you feel like eating, just train how you feel like moving. And the thing is, that's why we have 50% of our population that is obese, because everybody's just going off of what they feel like doing. When you feel like doing whatever, it's like your body doesn't know your body doesn't want to push itself. So at the end of the day, you end up just saying mediocre. So what a lot of people tell me is like, yeah, I don't need plans. I know what to do. I'm just going to follow my body, what my body tells me, right? And the crazy thing is, you don't know yourself enough to have your body give you that positive feedback yet, right? So there's like a huge level of self-awareness missing. It's like there are times when your body might lie to you. It doesn't like, do you even know how to talk to your body? Like it's such a unproductive thing to say and do, right? But what happens is freedom without structure is complete chaos, right? You can have all the freedom in the world, but if there's no structure, chaos. I mean, if you have little kids at home, you can probably attest to that, right? If you just let them have all the freedom in the world and no structure, they're going to break things. They're not going to be as productive, obviously. So when life gets busy, your work stress increases, you start traveling for family events or work, all of a sudden your brain defaults to the easiest decisions. Okay, when you have a lot going on, you're going to default to the easiest decisions. And without a plan, the easiest option is no workout, bad food choices, and I will start tomorrow. Little side project I'm working on. Not a side project, but side secret I want to share with you guys. I'm writing a book right now, and the title of that book will be My Diet Starts Monday. When I release that book, I'll give you guys early access if you're listening to Healthy Systems. But overall, you just default to the easy choices, which is like, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start Monday, I'll start next week, I'll start next month, I'll start next year, right? The thing is, the plan is supposed to give you structure. The plan protects you from your worst habits, because if you know anything about human habits, the bad habits can really, really destroy you, right? There's a lot of people that are addicted to gambling and all the really, really bad habits. They literally take down their entire family. It's not that they want to take down their entire family. It's just that the habit is so addicting. So your worst habits, the plan is supposed to protect you from them, right? So what a plan actually does, let me walk you through that real quick. In one sentence, by the way, this is my favorite thing to hear on a fitness consultation. When somebody tells me, hey, coach, I'm hiring you because I have too much decision fatigue and I want you to just help me solve it. Meaning, they're so busy in their career, in their life, in their family, that they don't have time for more decisions. So they just want a professional to come in, make those decisions for them. I just did that with my business, right? We were changing my old tax professional. They moved away. And then I brought in a new person and I paid them what they wanted because they were just so talented. They looked at all of our stuff and they just gave us really intelligent plan. And it was like, this is what we need to do. This is where we're at. And it was beautiful, because it removed all decision fatigue from me. I didn't have to think. This professional with 10 years of experience, with all the master's degrees and CPA firm behind him, he's an accountant. It just made my life so much easier. And I was reminded of the fact that I always tell you guys, if you think hiring a professional is expensive, wait till you hire an amateur. In my life, I've definitely hired amateurs over the years, and it freaking sucks. So what a plan does, a good plan created by a good professional, is that it removes decision fatigue for you, right? So you don't walk in asking, what should I do? You walk in knowing these are my exercises. This is the order I do them in. These are my sets. These are my reps. This is how I'm going to warm up. This is the weight I'm aiming for today. It gives you so much control and predictability. So then your brain can just focus on pushing you harder on the actual exercise, right? So now all your energy goes into one thing, which is execution. And execution is very, very important, because otherwise you're just randomly guessing. You're like, yeah, I feel like doing shoulders today. You pick a few exercises, do a few reps, few sets. If it feels hard, you stop, go to the arms, do some biceps, do some abs, and then you're home. And you're like, oh, I did 3 workouts this week and I'm not getting results. It's like, no shit, Sherlock, you're not getting results. That's like randomly doing stuff and hoping something sticks. Versus people that are in really good shape and they're in really good shape all year round, it's not because they're doing some stupid smoothie cleanse. It's because they actually have a plan that they stick with, right? And their plan is so specific, right? I'm going to give you guys another anecdote that's going to really hit home. You ever seen somebody, a lot of my friends are in amazing shape just because I've been in fitness for over a decade now. So all of us that hang out, you can ask us, hey, Mo, how many steps do you walk every day? I can tell you the exact amount. You can ask me, hey, Mo, how many hours of sleep do you get normally, right? Hey, Mo, how many calories do you eat every single day? Hey, Mo, what are your meals? What's your lunch like normally? You can literally ask me and I'll give you the answer with certainty because I know, right? Same thing with if you ask like a really, really successful business person and you're like, hey, how many employees you got? They're not going to say, I don't know. They usually be like, yeah, we got 52 engineers and like 60 this, right? They know their team. Right? I have a client right now, runs a massive engineering company, a Silicon Valley startup that is like one of the most prominent companies right now. And those guys, and whenever I talk to them, like we hang out, we do workouts together. And the other day we're hanging out, and I was like, "Yeah, how many employees you guys got now?" He goes, "We're at 1,500 at 10." I'm like, "Attaboy," right? And I'm like, "How many of them are engineers?" And he was able to tell me the exact number. What is your biweekly payroll? He was able, because the CEO is the owner, right? So at the end of the day, and that's a $16 billion company. That's their valuation, right? And they have huge revenue, all of that. But at the end of the day, people that are winning know their numbers. People that are winning know their, you're never going to walk up to an, really in shape man or woman and ask them like, "Hey man, how'd you get here?" None of them are going to say, "Yeah, just by accident. Woke up on a Tuesday morning and I got in really good shape." Those people, there's a process, right? And that's what makes it beautiful. They know their numbers. They know the things that they need to know. Versus what I see with a lot of amateurs, they pay attention to stupid details. Winners pay attention to the main details, right? So it's like we had a back in the day, like 8 years ago. I was at my gym, and one of my friends, Kyle, he was teaching a class. I think it was like one of those, boxing classes or Zumba classes or whatever. And there was this lady, and she was probably in her late 40s, early 50s, and she was getting leg cramps, right, during the workout. And he was like, you should have some. I think he recommended eating a banana before a workout because of one of those morning classes. She goes, "No, that takes me out of ketosis." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Right? Like, excuse my language. Like, it was so, I'm like, "You're worried about the wrong things." And this person was slightly overweight. And obviously, hats off to her for making the effort. She's in the gym training. But at the same time, it's like a woman that's in really good shape is not worried about a banana. I'm telling you, right? So at the end of the day, that's how I want you to think. There's a lot of details you stress over that don't freaking matter. But there's some details that matter a lot. And it's your job to hire a professional and understand what detail matters the most, right? Same thing I do with, my tax professionals or my accountant or when I'm hiring employees or like in any area of life. There are certain things that don't matter as much as the other things, right? So you have to know, because we only have limited time and energy and resources, you have to know which ones to put more attention to. So that's what a plan helps you do. A plan helps you do four things, right? Progression, because it helps you improve week after week. Efficiency, it helps you spend less time on the gym, but get more output. Three, confidence, right? When you're not second guessing every single thing you're doing, you actually feel more accomplished at the end of the workout because you actually done the things that are on the plan. The reason you feel unaccomplished and you feel like even after you do so much during the day, you feel unaccomplished is because you never had a plan. Versus if you had a plan, you'd be like, done, 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 done. Hell yeah, I did a lot today. I'm so proud of myself. See how that energy of sticking with a plan is? Versus, oh man, did a lot. I'm tired, but I don't feel accomplished. Right? It's because you actually didn't have a plan. You were randomly guessing through your day. And the last part is consistency. You show up because you know what to do. And here's the big one, right? Intensity goes up. And this is a law of the universe. Intensity goes up and clarity goes up. So the more clear you are about your goals, about your plan, the more intense you can be in pursuing it, right? So when you know exactly what to do, you just do it better. So at the end of the day, having a plan is a game changer. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more discipline. You don't need more trying harder. Those things at times are useful, but they're like maybe 5 to 10% of the game. The actual thing that you need, which is like 80% of the game, is a system. You need a plan because a plan makes hard things feel easy. Okay? A plan makes hard things feel easy. And randomness is the crazy part. So true. Randomness makes easy things feel hard. Okay? A plan makes hard things feel easy, and randomness makes easy things feel hard. So I don't want you to play life on hard mode. I want you to play life on easy mode by having systems and plans. When you have a plan, it makes hard things feel easy, and randomness on the other side, if you're just randomly, going off of your fields, it's going to make easy things feel hard. So if your workouts feel random, if your results feel inconsistent, if you're always trying but not progressing, it's not you. It's lack of structure. It's a lack of plan. You haven't hired the right person to come build a plan for you, right? And that's exactly why we fix inside our coaching, right? We don't just give you a workout. We build your training plan. We build your nutrition plan. We plan the progression. We keep you accountable week after week. So you stop guessing. and you actually start progressing. So if you want more info, just DM me the word plan on Instagram or Facebook, just Mo Gaius. Tell me, give me more context. Like, hey, I was listening to Healthy Systems and I would love a plan. So then I can actually get to know you better and then we can help you directly. But overall, no fluff, no randomness, just structure. Good planning is going to lead to great results. And then life gets to be way more fun because once you have a plan and structure, you can still once in a while go in and do whatever you want to do. But that plan gives you that 90% consistency, right? And then the rest, you can have fun with it, right? So at the end of the day, I hope this podcast hit home for a lot of you. Don't play life on hard mode, right? Make it easy on yourself by having systems and plans because it'll just help make your life a lot easier. So I hope this resonated. Shoot me a DM. Let me know if you guys are liking this stuff. And then if you want more info on our coaching, just go to my website, twtt.us for more info. Or you can just shoot me a DM on Instagram or Facebook. I'm available. Just look me up, Mo Gaius, MOEGHIAS. I'm happy to support you in any way. Until next time, take care. Thank you for listening to the Healthy Systems podcast. I really appreciate you for tuning in today. Now, here are 2 ways I can help you for free. One, you can join our free Facebook community by just going to this link, bit.ly/Titan Facebook group. Just type that into your browser and then answer 2 questions, and then we'll let you into our Facebook community where you'll meet other people, as well as we have a lot of free resources in terms of meal plans, workouts, all kinds of stuff in there. Second way I can help you for free is if you follow me on Instagram at Mo Gaius, MOEG as in George, H as in horse, I as in India, A as in apple, S as in Sam. Follow me there and then shoot me a message with the word Healthy Systems, and then I'll be sure to send you a free gift. Other than that, keep listening in, and I really appreciate you.